Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another reading, and today I have already pulled some cards. I pulled from the Angelarium deck, and the cards that came out the card that came out was a card called Gevura, and then underneath the deck was Gabriel. So this is kind of an interesting energy. To me, I feel like Gabriel is kind of the archangel that is really associated with awakenings. It's almost like turning on the light. And if I'm not remembering wrong, then Gabriel is also the angel that is kind of blowing the trumpet in the Judgment card in the Rider-Waite tarot deck. And so I find it interesting that the card called or labeled as Judgment also came out together with Gabriel. So it really reminds me of that card in the tarot, the Judgment. Things returning, things coming back up to the surface. And I really feel that, also as I was doing this reading, there were a lot of doubts and fears of mine that were coming up to the surface. And it's something about that right now, these times that we're in. It's almost as if Gabriel is filling us with all of this new light. And this light is meant to help strengthen us, to help us to kind of find our unique way and to shine and to radiate that to other people in a more secure way, in a more comfortable way. But I also feel like as this light is coming in more and more, it means that all of the judgments of the past, these experiences that we might have had related to other people, where they might have judged us for our weirdness, our unique way, because they didn't understand it. All of these experiences are also coming up to the surface. The memories, the past memories. Kind of the karma that has kept us from fully awakening our own light and our own soul. Letting our soul shine through us. All of that karma is also coming up. And so the message that I got was that it's coming up for us to, in a way, digest it. So kind of break it apart and understand it and bring light to it. Because it's part of what will become our abundance, is what I'm getting. It's like the more we understand in a mental way, in an emotional way, in an kind of experiential way about the karma that held us back and prevented us from stepping into our true selves, the more we can easily explain these things to other people, the more we can support other people that might have experienced similar karma to ours. So that's kind of one part. It's that it's coming up to help us to strengthen our light further, to become more aware of everything, the details of everything. And it's almost like as we become more aware and as we understand it more and more and more, we're just building our light more and more and more, making ourselves more and more powerful. And then when we reach a certain point, it's like we can start to take this energy, the judgment energy, into our own hands. And we can start to actually cast these old spirits, these karmic spirits, the doubts, the fears, all of that, out of our space. But it's almost like the power to cast things out doesn't come until we have understood why these things are here. And so I don't know if you've heard it, probably you have, but there are a lot of kind of ways to reprogram your own mind and to change one emotion to another and things like that. And really, all of those things are actually in a way karmic, is what I'm getting, until we have really understood why that original feeling came to us in the first place. It's like we're not actually meant to reprogram our mind. That's kind of like running, it's saying that I cannot go through this process of transformation and transmutation. I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, I don't have the space to do it. Basically, it's like reprogramming our mind or trying to push emotions away. It really just like locks our vibration into the vibration of lack more and more and more, and it really does the opposite thing, is what I'm getting, than this. It's like it's weakening our light. It's making us less and less able to understand and digest these challenging emotions. The collective karma is making us weaker and weaker. And so what I'm getting with these cards is that see if you can do the opposite if you want to build your light in this way. This is just a tarot reading, so what do I know? You decide what you want to do. But this is what's coming through here, that we build our power to create separations from the things that we do not want. But it's almost like that only unlocks, that only becomes healthy if we have first been wealthy enough or abundant enough to actually learn from these lower vibrations. It's like then we have turned them into light, and then we are given this power of casting them out of our space. Then we are bright enough to make our spaces sacred. So it's quite an interesting message. It's kind of like a little bit new way of thinking at it. But to me, at least, it does make a lot of sense, So let's see what tarot cards comes through here, if we can get any more insights. Okay. Ooh, underneath the deck, Justice in reverse. Can you see it? Nope. There. And then the card that came out was the Five of Cups. So I'm getting kind of the same message. It's like at this point, because there's so much light coming in right now, it's like we're gonna be feeling all of these past judgments. Or let me rephrase it. It's like we're gonna be feeling more clearly where it is that we want to go, what it is that we want to do. But we're also gonna be feeling more clearly all the things that are actually preventing us from doing that. All the fear, all the doubt, all the excuses, the lack of energy, all of that is gonna come up for us to notice it. And so it can be quite easy to kind of become trapped by this feeling of the past, the emotions of the past kind of overtaking us. But then I think it's important to remember that if we feel like this, it's referring to an imbalance in karma. And so what I'm actually hearing is like, wait it out for a while, a day or two. I'm hearing, wait it out for a day or two, just observe, and then you will see how the pendulum will swing to the other side, and you will move into a period where you will have more energy again. And if you then kind of remember the doubts and the fears and the stories that you had in your mind when you were in this low state, that's when you will have these amazing insights about these things. You will start to make new connections in your physical brain that will help you the next time you go into a low. Because then the next time you go into a low, you have actually built your light, and that's when you can start to extract a lot of understanding. That's when you really begin to transmute energy, is what I'm getting. Because it's almost like if we're served shit and we understand how to take that shit and mix it with our soil so that we can plant new seeds, new things that can grow, then we have proven ourselves as abundant beings, kind of. That's what I'm getting. It's something like that. It's really just understanding the nature of things, the flow of things right now. And if we do that, then it's almost like we're just going to transmute so much energy. That's what I'm feeling. We're just gonna... It's that, you know, if life only gives you lemons, make lemonade. But it's just a little bit more advanced than that. So let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so the Mother of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups underneath the deck. The Mother of Pentacles, it really represents, you know, the most grounded queen. It's the queen that knows how to manifest. You know, it's like she's a direct channel from the astral, you know, from the pre-manifest and into the things that actually matter and that becomes real and that are kind of lifted and born by nature. So she, in her prime, she is extremely, extremely abundant. She's just like a channel. And this is what we are moving into actually as a collective. You know, this is kind of the energy of Scorpio and Taurus, that axis. And as the nodes shift into this axis in January, I believe, we are going to be experiencing more and more of this. Just direct manifestation. Manifestation becoming so much more easy. And that's why I'm feeling that we're going through this intensified purification process right now. Because we have to. It's like we have to cast out the things that are not us from our own spaces. You know, we have to, through that process that I spoke about, you know, first understanding it, pulling in the knowledge that it has, and then allowing that to build our light. And then as we have done that, that's when we are kind of given the trumpet to begin to cast these things out. But doing that is gonna mean that when the nodes shift, we are actually kind of, we're just gonna manifest the things that are meant for us and not so much karma. That's what I'm getting. And so I feel that this is such a powerful time for this purification work, becoming aware, so that when the nodes shift in January, we can be a little bit more like the Mother of Pentacles. You know, just purely channeling the things that are meant for us, that are good for us, that are healthy for us and for the earth. This is what I'm getting. And so the Nine of Cups is almost like an energy of bathing. Just really bathing yourself, cleansing yourself, purifying. But that comes But it's like, to do that, we first have to build the strength to stand in the middle of all of the shit and notice all of the shit, all of the garbage, all of the toxicity, see it all. And when we have a consciousness, a light that is bright enough to see it all, that's when we can begin to recycle it. That's what I'm getting. So I'm gonna end it there. I hope that you're doing good, guys. Good luck with this work. Take care and goodbye.